What's up, y'all? It's Mr. Ernest Krim III, your favorite history teacher. I used to hear this one saying a lot when I was growing up around the new year. And the saying was, how you start the year is how you'll end the year. I didn't fully get it at first. And as I got older, from a self-help perspective, it made sense because how you start something could be how you end something, right? As a basketball fan, if I see a team get off to a horrible start and they lose them by like 20 points in the first quarter, even if they make it close at the end, it's likely they'll lose the game. So I get it. But I never understood that little word of wisdom actually comes from an historical standpoint from the times of slavery. So about 160 years ago, if you were alive during that time, New Year's will be the worst possible time of the year for you. Now, I know y'all done dropped the bag on your plans for New Year's Eve, and more power to you. Enjoy yourself because you have that right, you have that freedom. But if you were around back in the day, this would be the worst time ever because you wouldn't know what your fate would be for the next year. So that saying that how you start the year is how you finish it means that if you had a family together on a plantation, working from sun up to sundown under the worst possible conditions known to man, it's likely that you could be sold to another plantation come January 1st, and you would be there for the rest of the year or for the rest of your life. And you had no idea where that place would be. It could be another state. It could be another town nearby. But no cell phones, right? No computers, no telephones. You would have no way of knowing where your family members went. So New Year's Eve for people who look like me at one point in time in history was the worst possible time. You already know how horrible the tortures and the brutality of slavery was. Now imagine not knowing where you were going and also realizing that it could be somewhere worse, and it would also be without your family. Now fast forward now, we're going into another year. We're in another year right now, whatever, and I need you to consider, really think about this, y'all, for a second. You now have the freedom of choice. You now have an opportunity that our ancestors did not have before. You can decide what your new year would be. And a lot of us, every year, we're saying the same thing. Let's be honest. You're making a New Year's resolution to do this and do that. And then come the next year, you're right back at square one. And I get it. It's difficult to make a change, but I want to give you some perspective. There were some people whose New Year's resolution was just to hope and pray that they could stay with their family one more day, one more year. And you have that opportunity now. You have that choice right now. So what are you going to do with it? You need to do something so powerful, y'all, in this new year that your ancestors will be dancing in heaven. You need to do something so powerful in this new year that they'll realize that their sacrifices were worth it. I want you to do something so powerful that you're able to look yourself in the mirror and realize that you're an amalgamation of all your ancestors and understand that you are their wildest dreams come true. See, they didn't have a choice, but now you have a choice to actually realize what you want to be and what you want to make happen. And I also want you to understand that you have to actually do something similar to what they were forced to do. See, they were forcibly sold to other plantations, split apart, separated. I need you to actually force yourself. Sell that old mindset that's not giving you the results you desire. Sell that old train of thought that's having you go in these vicious cycles and adapt a new philosophy, a new train of thought. And then you'll begin to actualize the things that you have been focusing on for the last year, 5 years, 10 years. Understand, y'all, we were born free. God gave us that freedom, but they tried to put us in chains and we fought to reclaim it. And we have an opportunity here right now at this point in time in history that should not be taken for granted. You will make them proud, but understand, don't get discouraged because no matter what you've been going through, you've been prepared for such a time as this. You got it.